this matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the result will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Baylor Bears and the Texas A&M Aggies. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Bruce Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the Baylor head coach before the game. This is exactly what they expected when the season started. They knew they had to go to the transfer portal, and the quarterback they got has lived up to every expectation. He has shown great leadership, composure, and poise in every moment. But not only that, he has really shown that he can get it done on the field. Late in this season, he is taking them to where they thought they could go, and he has got to get off to a quick start here today to keep that momentum going. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Bears ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Pulls it on the option. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Wants to adjust the pattern. On the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd down, they're in the gun. It's Reed. Working on the right. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
And I think one of the secret sauces from a year ago for A&M was Craver and Concepcion. They were the best 1-2 punch in college football as far as playmaking receivers. Guys that could catch it short and take it long. Now you bring in Horton, who comes over from Alabama. This receiving core now, can they continue to grow? Can the passing game get better, Palmer, and take that next step?
Well, the good news is you still got Marcel Reed throwing the football, right? A guy with tons of experience and a guy who's made a lot of big plays throughout his career. So you bring in Horton, who comes over for Alabama, big physical guy who can make plays down the field. Craver can take a hitch route 80 yards and score. Still a really good 1-2 punch, and this Aggies offense, especially the passing attack, still going to be tough to stop.
After that false start, the whole approach changes now on 2nd and 10.
949 rock star. 949 rock star.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Sends it back in motion. Throwing, Reed. Makes the catch. It's Riley. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
And the Aggies have this offense rolling.
Kill. 528 crew. 528 crew.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl, but knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Reed fires to the right. It's caught. Powers through. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Touchdown, Aggies! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Running inside. It's Turner. There he goes. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up the short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Wants to throw. Fires to the middle. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. From the gun on third down, Lagway. Hauls it in. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
Lagway. Here's a heat. And the pass is incomplete, and that wraps up the first quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Trying to quiet this crowd, DJ Lagway. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. From the gun on third down, Lagway. He's got an open man. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Throwing, Lagway. Zings it complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Guys, when you think about the big picture for Baylor, if they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Tomer.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
Oh, he had it, and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be third down.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. To the air again. And that one's incomplete.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
The Bears will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Making side adjustments here.
Switch it.
Rides to the back. Got enough for the first. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
And, man, we've all experienced these rivalry games and how much fun they are. And this offense had a lot of fun a year ago, right? Like, they dominated this rivalry. They've been kind of hot coming in. And I really look forward to seeing this running back. Can he be physical? Because you know the anger, the animosity, all the stuff that comes with these rivalry games, you need your running back to set the tone and have a great game.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
Keep. Ready. Black 14. Go.
They'll run the option. Quick toss.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The Aggies are moving quickly down the field.
Ready. Red 80.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. The run inside. It's Morrill.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Here's Reed to throw. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown on this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Dropping back, it's Reed. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Texas A&M. A great catch and run for 6.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Here's Lagway to pass. Got his man out of the backfield. Runs through the tackle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
What a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out. But to be able to break on the football when it's thrown and those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Lagway trying to be heard about the noise. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Texas A&M will use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Hunt is on its way. He'll return it from around the 50. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Reed. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Now the Aggies will use their last timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And the Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Pocket breaking down. He's inside the 15. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Throwing Reed. Into the end zone. Touchdown Aggies. Fired in from the red zone for the score. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Man, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And he makes the extra point. And he's coming out of the end zone. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. And they head to the locker room through quarters in the book 10. Time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Men, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. We begin our whip around with Florida in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's the Gators with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And it's 3 straight victories for this team as they start to get hot. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the... Out of the gun, the running back has it. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Flagway wants to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Back to pass, it's Flagway. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drop. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Defense got it. They're on the run. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. And how about this defense coming up with the play? You want to make your quarterback a runner? Fine. We're going to stop him and take the ball.
And they were prepared, right? This is a defense that looks like they studied film, and they knew that this offense was going to attack them with the running quarterback on designed runs. So great job by the defense, recognizing what was happening, getting to the football, and better yet, creating a takeaway.
Takes the easy one to the back. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. And the Bears moving quickly to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game. And someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Flagway from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the snap, it's Edwards. Powers through the defender. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
They make the stop, but not before the chains move, and the Wildcat formation pays off.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Across the 45. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And when your offensive line can plow holes like that and you can get over 10 yards a carry, like, we don't need to complicate this. Like, this is a very simple form. Be more physical. Hand the football off. That's a great job in back-to-back plays for this offense.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Handoff to the lone back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Bunch formation for these receivers. They go right back to him. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
And they get another first down, and this offense right now, man, it's just death by 1,000 cuts, right? Like, not a lot of big plays, but they're finding ways to continue to move the football to get first downs, and a lot of times, man, the wear-out factor will come. You run a bunch of plays, and this defense can get tired.
To the ground, he's got it again. Oh, he's got some space. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Pulls and throws off the RPO. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Aggie. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And the extra point makes it 28-0. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. They'll call it a 9-yard loss.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
Lagway. Got it. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. Had it right in his hands in the middle of the field, and it trickled to the ground. It'll be 4th down.
At this point, it's a lot about pride for this offense. They're just trying to find a way to get on the board. They have been shut out. That last incompletion, I mean, they're now trying to take shots and see if they can just come up with something. I don't even know if they believe they can get...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Lagway to throw for it on 4th. Fires to the middle. At the 40, there he goes. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
Again, it's Lagway. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And they get him again. This has not been the day we expected. This young man, we expect great things. Like, he is one of the better players in college football. You think he'd come out, put on the show, but this defense has had his number all game long.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And that last run leaves him with a 3rd down. Will they keep it on the ground?
Flow. Flip.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. Plucks it out of the air. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
The Bears go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Throwing, Lagway. Finds the tight end. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on first down and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about right here. Seeing zone, know when to sit it down, boom, positive yards, nice positive play for this offense.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here.
Bingo, Ruben, go!
Lagway will try to get it from the gun on third down. Finds a man in the middle. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this
Touchdown, Bears! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And this offense finally gets something together and gets on the scoreboard. It's not over yet, but this is a good sign, man. They got the positive momentum. See if they can build on this, even though we're in the fourth quarter.
And the point after is good. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Ball skips out of bounds, penalty flag flies, and the onside kick is unsuccessful.
King. Here we go.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Reed. Fires to the right. Got his man.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
From the gun on third down, Reed. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down.
And the offense comes up short on third down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day.
And they are sending out the field goal unit now. Thought they might spin that wheel of fortune on fourth and short, but they'll line up for the field goal. And it's good from 58 yards out.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Lagway to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Gets the back moving. To throw, it's Lagway. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. Breaks his tackle. Continues to fight for yards. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bears!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. Lagway wants to throw. Got it. He gets in there for the two-point conversion, and now we have a two-possession game. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. They got it. Able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got him downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Lagway on the play action. It's caught. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage, and one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. It'll be a draw. Running through contact. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Lagway avoids pressure. Working that wide receiver screen. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. After this, it'll be a wrap. Fourth down, Lagway. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And the consolation prize there. He gets into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but at least a score as the clock hits 0.
Step one by this offense complete. Really nice job. They had to get the touchdown. Now we got to go for the two-point conversion. Cut this thing to 8 so we got a chance to tie the game late with some late-game heroics.
They weren't able able to get that one off, it'll be a delay of game. What a brain cramp. He just lost track of the play clock and gets hit with delay of game on a two-point conversion attempt. And they'll try to tack on two. Throwing, Lagway. Fires to the wideout. Pass is incomplete. Two-point conversion is no good. Not really sure why they went through that entire exercise, but that'll be the ball game.